with the changing temperatures messing with our hibernation patterns.
And the oceans are suffering from plastic pollution and killing numerous of marine species.
I have no food to eat because fishes are eating microplastics and dying.
Because of deforestation, now there's no place to sleep, not even a source of food. My friends are dying. I might be next.
Swamps are usually cold, but now because of global warming, they are very hot and we're suffering to swim.
Our soil is completely polluted, depriving us from our food and shelter.
I have no place to eat. Just because of one thing causing this is ridiculous.
But what is the cause? The answer is
Climate change!
So, based on this, we started researching. Through our research, we ended up finalizing the research question, how might our school community reduce its contribution to climate change through innovation and design? I am Chaitra, I'm from DP2, and my favorite animal, bats, are suffering largely because of climate change. Their hibernation schedules are being disrupted and they're dying.
I'm Sai Krishna. I like peregrine falcons, but because of air pollution, they are dying and I feel sad that I can't see them anymore. I'm the club's researcher.
I'm Krisha from MYP1. Recently, I have noticed that weather is changing due to rising temperatures. I joined this club to take action, and I am the creator of this club.
I'm Tarni from DP1 and I'm the communicator of this club. I'm Samvida from MYP1. I like reading in nature, but because of rising temperatures and unpredicted weather conditions, now I can't read peacefully in nature. I want to take a change and I'm the editor of this club.
My name is Ashwin and I'm from PY5. I like the color blue. Because of pollution, the blue sky out there is turning darker every day and I want to bring a change. And I'm the planner of this group. I'm Vimal from PY4 Bluebells and I like animals because every week they lose a source of food to eat and I'm the club's planner.
So, we are EcoSpark, and through our club, we started researching about the causes of climate change and how we could work together to prevent further warming of the planet. So we started at a global scale and we realized that the information we had was too vast and we wanted to focus on climate change through a local lens. So we started researching within our community, which Sai Krishna will tell you more about.
When I was coming from home to this school, I have noticed that the Krishna River has increased with water level. I asked my grandfather, why is this happening? He said it's long time ago that the Krishna River was completely dry, but now it's increasing with flood water because of climate change. I got curious about this word climate change and also heard there's a club related to this word, so I wanted to join it. When I joined this club, we had a group discussion to take a survey with the public so we could know what they know about climate change. The two questions we asked were, what do you know about climate change and what are your personal actions to reduce climate change? Before I tell you more, I want to know from you, what do you know about climate change?
Anyone from the audience can answer. Anyone? Parents, students, teachers? Yes.
Okay, we asked 40 people, what is climate change? But they questioned us back, what is climate change? We tried to explain them, but they took it as a common word and did not listen to us. So the next day when we came back, we had another discussion to make more awareness to people about climate change.
So we started empathizing. We interacted with more people in our community to figure out what the gap was. And we realized we came up with a who, why, and what. So who were the people we were interacting with? Most of the people we were talking to were people of the older generation who didn't really understand climate change, or extremely young kids who couldn't grasp the vocabulary we were using. Then why? Why was there a lack of awareness? The first reason was because it wasn't being publicized enough, that people weren't talking about it. The second reason was because there was a lot of scientific biases and misinformation involving it, and a lot of organizations were preventing climate change news being released to the public. So we thought, what can we do? We realized that though we can't take immediate action against climate change, we can raise awareness within our community and help people understand the dangers of climate change. But because of this gap, important information wasn't being published and released, like these statistics.
So, did you know that 1.2 trillion tons of ice melts every year? And last decade was the hottest decade in 125,000 years.
However, these statistics aren't just the sad part. There's a lot of global action taking place that's helping prevent climate change, like the Paris Agreement and the Kyoto Protocol, in which many countries throughout the world are working together to reduce carbon emissions and make the world a healthier place. But what's happening at a local level? In Andhra Pradesh, the government is working to reduce carbon emissions by 2070. However, 2070 is an extremely long time away, and we want to make that faster. We're hoping that by 2045, if we raise enough awareness, if we pass legislation, and we work together with our community, we can reduce the complete carbon emissions in our state. So we started ideating.
Initially, to raise awareness, we thought about making models. Models such as school buildings without AC, how mangroves can cool the surroundings, and China's deserts turning into green lands. But as such a small group, can we do this? So this led us to realize that to raise awareness, we had to connect people. And to connect people, we had to see what they use the most, like screens. They use screens a lot and social media. So this led us to making a product. So as we have collaborated with each other, which Krisha will be talking about.
We collaborated by sharing ideas, and we brainstormed about cool rooms without AC, mangroves, and avoiding cement. But now we realize that models cannot change people's opinion or perspective, so we decided to make a website. Since people are more oftenly using screens, so we made a website where you can scan a QR code and give us some improvements and ideas to take action. And we also have made a puppet show which is an entertaining and for people who do not understand complex things. And we also made a magazine for people who prefer reading, and they can scan our QR code and prefer reading.
So, by understanding the causes of climate change, we were able to put it into global and local context. We picked our local context and we worked towards acting. So we started with a small actions within our school. We planted a vegetable garden near the canteen and we're hoping to plant more trees. We spoke to some of the PY kids and we had a class on climate change, and we told them the causes, we asked them what they were doing, and they told us. We also started structuring the data that we had collected. We put it into different formats, and we were able to come up with the features that we needed to include in our website and in our magazine to make climate change more understandable to people in our community. This helped us come up with our final products, the website and the magazine. So our first project is our magazine.
So in our magazine, The World of Change. So in the first page, we are having the cause and effects of climate change. In the next page, we are also going to be having the impact on climate change locally and globally. We are also having the news corner where we can read the news. We are having a creative corner where the people who have joined us, our friend Krisha and our sir, Apardeep sir, has written a poem. You have been explaining this magazine until now. Let me explain at least some of it. Sure. Okay. Next, we have the climate hero. Every month, we'll change the climate hero and select one. But this month's climate hero, we're celebrating Jane Goodall. She's a chimpanzee expert studying chimpanzees for 60 years, but she died in 2025. And next we have the Innovative Corner, where we talk about the innovations that can help reduce climate change. And next, we use the software Figma to create our magazine because it allows easier collaboration. And we'll keep on editing it and updating it every month with more news or less news. And at the end, we'll put a QR code. You can scan that and spread it to all the people you know to spread awareness. Now our friend Krisha and Samvida would like to speak about the website.
Our website is a mass media platform, so we are trying to connect people's souls on the screen so they'll be aware. As we heard from Sai Krishna that most people are not aware of what climate change is, we made it our mission. Parts of the website include our homepage, the blog, about us, newsletter, and call to action. In our homepage, we include our aim, which connects to the SDG goals, like SDG number 13, which is climate action. And we also have our mission, which is raising awareness.
And in our blog, we have case studies, interesting reads, articles, and we have also have ethical websites, so you can go and research and collect data.
In our newsletter, which we're going to be editing every single month, we'll be adding news like climate action stories and Vijayawada city analysis. Since we have started with the local scale, we're trying to make sure that people like in the local community know what climate change is and that they can do small actions like planting trees, recycling products like plastic, etc. And we have a call to action.
In call to action, we have a consent form to join us, and you can give small suggestions to improve and join us to change the world with us. And within 3 days, we got about 21 responses, and it's still the beginning.
And we know it's the beginning and that people are curious to join us. So we see as a smaller group, we can't do that much. As a larger group with more awareness of people, we can spread this and make sure we can have a better impact and reduce climate change than making it a longer goal, like a shorter time. In a shorter time, we can finish reducing climate change. Plans for future.
These are some of our plans for the future. We're hoping to collaborate with our school, and we hope that by 2030 we can reduce 10% of our school's electricity use, achieve 60% of the segregation of our school's waste, reduce water wastage by 50%, and plant and maintain over 200 native trees on our school's campus. As for the last part, we've already started. Last week we planted 20 trees near our school's kitchen garden, all native species, and we're hoping that it will help enrich our school's biodiversity. So how many people have we reached? As Krisha said, we had 21 members from our website, but apart from that, 23 more people joined us, and today we spoke to a bunch of people who scanned our QR code, filled out the form, and joined us as members. We also spoke to people in our school, the PYP kids, we spoke to a few different classes, and we spoke to our friends, our family, and we're hoping by the end of the year, we'll have over 50 members who are actively participating, who will help us write articles, who will help us plant more trees, who come with us to talk to other schools, and we want to keep working together with others.
I request everyone to join us in our website.
You can scan this QR code to access the digital version of our magazine, and this one to access our website.
Thank you.